Hey, welcome to the show before the show, where I check to make sure everything is working. I'm your host, Patrick Marlette, your local game guy, followed by another local gamer. Hello, Will.
What's up?
Co-host Will over here. It's actively hot in New York now. I have my
Indeed.
AC on. If you hear that, that's what that is. It just came out of nowhere. Yesterday it was frigid. And it's confusing me because I woke up and it was like 47 degrees, 50 degrees, and it's like, okay. And then later, midday, it's going to be 80 degrees. So I'm like, well, what jacket should I wear on my bike? What should I do? But I don't usually think about the weather, but it's been so sporadic here that I've been thinking about it. I took the subway today, though, just because I was exhausted. So exhausted. And I don't like driving when I'm tired. So, anyways, Will, how's your day? Don't tell me about... Don't mention your drive.
Yeah. My day was good, a little bit chaotic because my schedule was sporadic, and I had to drive everywhere because of that, which is what led to the story that I told you about. But outside of that, my day's been pretty good. I work in AC, so my job is weather. So I've been noticing all the crazy weather changes. The past 2 weeks have been all four seasons, and Maryland has shot up, and we've been getting like near 90 degrees for the past while. And I think that today it was supposed to be like a high of 70, but once again, it's like a high of 88 today.
Damn. Yeah, I assume your AC's on?
Yeah.
Or you have central?
We have AC, and everybody else's AC is on. Every single house that I went to, everybody had AC, except for one person, but that was like, one thermostat was on AC, the other was on heating.
Damn. Yeah, it's weird. Like the building at work, somehow it manages to stay extremely cold in my office, and there's like a little space heater that they gave me to use. And that's like, I had to have that on today because it's so damn cold in that space. And that's without AC. I don't know the magic that's being applied to that room, but I need to disenchant it so I don't have to use
one in a white.
Yeah, pay one in a white, exactly. That's all I need. So guys, if you're new to Game and Chat, well, it's simple. We play games and we chat while playing them. We'll chat about the game. We'll chat about some TCGs because this channel covers a range of TCGs. Today we're going to be discussing some of the recent Magic leaks that WotC confirmed. And of course, the most notable cards among that lot. Also, I have a treasure cup for One Piece coming up. So if you want to wish me luck, please do so. I could use all of it, but we can maybe talk about that. And of course, we can talk about Gatekeeper Infinity, which I have not touched. Will has touched, and he said he liked it. He liked the touch. I might as well show you the screen here so you can check it out.
And we will be covering some of the not yet confirmed leaks, but pseudo confirmed because they are from the source that Wizards confirmed all the cards are real from. So it's funny because I think this is the first time that Wizards has acknowledged that somebody got product early and stuff like that, hasn't been really uptight about it, and has had like a joking banter war with the people, because I think WotC made fun of the fact, like, man, the worst part is not that this guy's leaking our products, but the fact that he's leaking our products with this potato camera. Get a better resolution, guy. And then in response, this guy's been upping his game to try to come back at that.
That's so funny. I haven't noticed any of this discourse, but you know, I was joking about that with like the Discord about how bad it is, and you know, we're MTG ambassadors, so we get product in advance. We get to talk about it with you all. But I got an email regarding MH3. I don't know if I can talk about any specifics, but they're like, yeah, let's try to not have that happen. It's weird. They I think there was some internal mistake that caused this. But it's nice seeing cards well in advance of any sort of predetermined release schedule, but sucks for content creators that are mapping out content for it. The thing that got me, though, is like, I don't necessarily need the product in hand to talk about the game. It's just a perk, but that's more or less what that email was about. But yeah, recent leaked cards. Will's got a short list that we'll talk about. But this is Gatekeeper Infinity. We're going to be playing for about an hour. I've never played this. Will, you want to give us the quick quick get us up to speed? The quick what? Give us a quick lowdown on this
Sure
game.
thing. So this game is very similar to Risk of Rain 2. You're doing some running, some gunning, getting some items to buff up your character while setting up to clear out some kind of objective to get to the next level. The playstyle of this is kind of like the angled top-down view, similar to like a Diablo camera style.
Really?
And
Okay, okay.
it doesn't have a Z axis. It's just XY.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
So it's just kind of like one of those casual run and gun games, very similar to Risk of Rain 2, very similar to like the old classic Flash games where you just kind of run around shooting stuff. So very enjoyable. I did one playthrough of it and did pretty well. And I'm like, oh, so there's a little bit of unlocking stuff in the game, but pretty much once you boot up the game, you're already good to go and you don't have to care. But after you get like 2 to 3 runs in, you pretty much unlock everything. But yeah, it's pretty much a free game that you can hop in and then
For
immediately
now,
start playing.
I think there's
Yes.
meant to be a paid version. And what that looks like, I have no idea.
Correct. I think they're making a version that is far more expansive. I think they said they're adding like a lot of extra characters into the game, and they're trying to add some kind of story to it as well, I believe. So this is the introduction to get people into the gameplay, and they can work on the gameplay as the game's coming out. This is kind of like their trial mode, where they're like, we'll let the public play the game before it comes out, and then we'll fix all the issues that pop up.
See if it's shite. Well, hopefully it's not. That's interesting. I hope you guys are getting the live feed. The still show before the show territory. It looks like I'm getting some weird... It's not showing up on Safari for me, but it looks like you guys are getting a feed, so I'm just going to consider us, and it's running for you?
Yeah, I can see the feed.
Okay, cool. Well, let's officially start this thing off. Hi guys, I'm Patrick Marlett, your local game guy. This is Will, also another local gamer, and this is Game & Chat. Today we're playing Gatekeeper Infinity. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. If anyone's watching that wants to play, there is a code at the top. I'm sure if we have to restart an instance or whatever, you can join that way.
All right, and I'm playing a character I've never touched before.
Likewise.
All right. So yeah.
That's... I don't know if I like this analog stick and aim thing. Sorry, because my setup is a little bit different. Oh shit! Wow. Well, that killed it.
You're playing a character I've not played before either, so I don't have any tips to give you.
Okay, I see what's up. I see what's up.
Oh, and that's my big attack. And apparently my dash is also heal. Yeah, so if we get into that green ring, it heals you.
Ooh, that's sick as hell. I like this guy. This green ring heals you? Oh,
yeah,
did you drop the green ring?
Don't worry. There you go. There you go, buddy.
Okay, thanks. I don't know if I need it. Actually, okay, I have 150
here
health.
Is an item station, by the way. You go here and you get items, and you pick up the blue things on the ground to get money.
Okay. Flash, rune, rebound? Sure. Increased movement speed? That just sounds generically good. Let's take that. Am I paying any amount of money for that? Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's the blue shit. That's what you're talking about.
It's the blue stuff, yeah.
Got it. That's useful, that whole thing I just did.
Nuke 'em.
Are you the purple aura? Is that you?
Yeah, I'm the purple aura.
Because I'm standing it, and I'm like, should I...
Oh, no, you're fine. You're
move
safe.
Eventually? I like that your character can heal, actually. That's really convenient. I haven't done this yet. Oh, shit. Oh, dude, you gotta dash.
You have Q on the side to level stuff up if you see that popping up. So I think I have 3 level ups saved up right now.
I don't have any... I don't think I have a level up yet. Oh, wait, no.
No, you do. You do. If you look on the right side of your screen, it says new level of evolution is available. I just got my 4th. Okay, what do I want? I will take movement speed.
I should probably level up.
I will take movement speed. Lord, I will take movement. Please damage. Base damage increase. Thank you.
Okay. I'm getting this a little bit more now. I need to stop and figure out how I level up. Okay.
And if you see on the left side, our objective was kill all the enemies, and then
damage.
We activated the teleporter, and now you can see that there's stuff all around that we can interact with.
Ooh, I like this. Do you feel like a quorum? Quorium? Is there a minimap? Is that you? We're going there.
Oh, the Quarium is the teleporter. It takes us to the next level.
Oh, do we both need to be standing in the ring? Okay.
Probably. Give me a second, I'll run over to you. I don't have the money to buy anything else because I bought a expensive item that says when I kill stuff, there's a chance to drop helpful things.
Do more enemies spawn, or
They
did
spawn
we...
the next stage.
Okay, so we killed all of them. Where did you buy the thing? Oh, I'm just looking at the
Yeah,
edge
you
of the
can
map.
see the stuff on the edge of the map. Any of the interactable things are there. Yeah.
Obelisk of distribution? Sure. Primary attack has 5%. Ooh. Yeah, we'll do that.
Alright, so whenever I have a 30% chance when I kill an enemy to spawn a little droid drone thing that will leap onto an enemy and blow up.
Oh, that sounds sick. Alright, let's talk about some leaked cards. Any
Sure.
notable ones?
So the first leaked card that was
No, I spent money on the shittier obelisk. I didn't realize that one had everything cost buco bucks. Like it was 6 and 7, and I had 6 for the cool thing. Never mind.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll have other opportunities. But the first card that got people going gaga was Harbinger of the Sea. It is a 1 blue for a 2/2 Merfolk Wizard that says non-basic lands are islands.
Oh yeah.
So it's the Flood Moon as people call it.
Yeah, good for
Oh, and Shift is run, by the way.
Shift is run. That doesn't exist.
Sorry, there's something for run for you. It's a toggle key. Sorry, it says at the bottom right.
Oh,
if you see
B. There you go. Is there
There you go.
stamina gauge, or am I just...
Oh, so there isn't. You can just run forever. So if you can see the objective we have, it's a Cell of the Ancients. So you just got to find the yellow dot on the map, and we activate this, and then stuff goes wild.
Whoops.
So when we activate this, now we have to activate monuments around the map, so you can see the yellow squares, and we have to go to those and activate them. And we have to kill enemies to get the keys to activate them. I forgot about that.
Sounds good. Think I could do that. Oh god.
Stay alive.
Don't worry,
All
don't
right.
worry. I'm gonna live.
Well, I have a pet murder bot walking around with me now. My tiny little suicide drone.
Okay. Here, I'll join up with you in a second. Did I just heal? Kettlebell, chance to push enemy back. Please, that's what we need. Actually, that's the only one I can buy, so thank God.
You can save up money and buy one of the other options if you need.
Alright, what is the name of the card that does the thing?
So it's Harbinger of the Sea, and I got a key to activate one of the monoliths.
Is it just an artifact? I forget.
Oh, it's a creature. It's a creature. It's a
What was the art? I thought there was an artifact that did.
You're talking about what is it? Winter Moon? Winter Moon does something similar, and I'll talk about that. It's a 2 colorless for an artifact that says players can only untap 1 non-basic land per turn.
1 non-basic land per turn. That's not so bad. I wasn't talking about that. I think I mixed it up. I didn't. Oh shit! I didn't realize that it was the thing we were talking about was a creature initially. I thought there was a artifact-based one that did the same or similar thing.
That would be Blood Moon or Magus of the Moon.
Right. The other thing it works well with is Carpet of Flowers. You play that card.
That is the one thing that I saw that I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna totally not be a problem in the future. Mix a Harbinger of the Sea with Carpet of Flowers, and you make a ton of mana.
Select to upgrade. Oops. Whoops. Oh, I guess I'll do this later. Yeah, I don't really know what I want to upgrade.
But yeah, outside of that, stuff like people have brought up stuff like Boil, and you can just easily use Harbinger of the Sea to kind of ruin everybody's land setup. It's rude, it's brutal, and I do love the card. And I need to kill these guys so I can level up at some point.
Yeah,
Right,
I think I have a level up saved.
I got 4 saved up. I can upgrade one of my abilities.
Okay, there's a lot of enemies here. More than I anticipated. There we go, there we go. Wow.
Okay, there we go.
Primary attack has 5% chance to launch enemy. Yeah, sure. Seems good. Okay. Of all these things, I'm kind of liking the right trigger most. Not trigger, bumper. What is right bumper? this thing, ritual, crow damage. Yeah, let's upgrade that. Wow. I kind of like the healing things because I'm playing very poorly. Let's give myself a little bit more health. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll heal you. So as long as we're together, you should be fine.
Oh, sure. Are you near me now? Oh, did we finish it?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I activated 2, you activated 2.
I'm going to thank you for a majority of that.
Alright. I'm just getting all the items that say when you hit something, have a chance to hit another thing. Because I'm trying to proc chain.
No, I like that. I'm playing with no real rhyme or reason.
Alright, but for the next card, we have Null Drifter, which is the new version of Mull Drifter. So it's a
I did not read this. Yeah.
7 mana, 4/4 creature Eldrazi elemental that says when you cast this, draw 2 cards. It is flying an Annihilator 1 and evoke for 2 and a blue. Honestly, kind of worse Mull Drifter in my opinion. Because it's not ETB, it's on cast, which is good because it can't be countered easily, but it's bad because, well, no flickers.
Right, which is sort of the beauty of that card.
Oh, I took damage. I'd like to not take damage.
Right. Is the evoke? The evoke goes on the stack, is that accurate?
Yeah, it's an ETB trigger on the stack.
I'm getting used to the claw combat, like the swords on this guy. I think I'm doing like an okay job with it, but
I'm trying to get some cooldown reduction so I can drop down healing zones a little bit faster and spam abilities a little bit more. So far, the meta I've understood of this game is whenever you get chance to whenever you get a cooldown upgrade for one of your level ups, you take it.
Cooldown upgrade?
So one of the upgrades is like reduce your cooldowns by 5%.
I could see why. That makes a lot of sense. And I will start doing that. I assume that this guy's shield is actually relevant. It's not just like...
I think so. I've not paid enough attention to check it. Yeah, that is a lot of guys stacking in one location.
Oof. Yeah. Definitely want my cooldowns back as quickly as possible. I'm seeing how they're useful.
Oh, I have several upgrades apparently.
Yeah, I think we're getting there. So this is not some infinite wave, right? Like, and it's not
No,
the game is not trying to tell us to go somewhere else. At this point.
you can see on the left 5 enemies remaining.
Okay. Dude, I am not trying to look to the left of the screen.
Oh no. I'm gonna stand here. I got killed by frickin' spike guy shooting from across the thing. Guys to the left.
Guys to the left. There's a skull
Yes,
to
go
the...
across the bridge. So
Oh, I see him. I see him. Yeah.
And then go back up and then he's right there. Well, since I'm dead, I can talk cards. We got a Sapphire Medallion reprint and the new cycle of Flare cards. So, for instance, we have Flare of Denial, which is 1 blue for an instant that says you may sacrifice a non-token blue creature rather than pay the spell's cost. Counter target spell. This is broken. It's another really good blue counter spell, and sometimes you want to actually kill your blue creatures, like you prefer to have them dead.
Right. It needs to be a blue creature. Is how it reads.
Yeah, non-token and blue. So it's kind of like another one of the control your commander, cast this for free cycles, and teleporter's active. So you can,
right, but I mean, this is Modern Horizons and not Commander, so we'll just take what we can get.
I mean, well, Flare of Denial is just really powerful by itself, and we have a couple other of the flares, which we'll probably talk about in a second. But then there's another card that has potentially sparked a new-ish archetype for Commander and CDH, and it's Necro Dominance.
No.
Well, there's a reason why it's good enough. So it's black for a enchantment that skips your draw step. At the beginning of your end step, you can pay any amount of life, and if you do, draw that many cards. Your maximum hand size is 5, and if a card or token would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, instead exile it. The reason why this card is considered good enough to build a new archetype is because it's legendary, meaning that there are other options to tutor for it. So you know how Shimmer Zur, Rust Zur is a thing?
Yeah.
Now people are talking about Sisay for Necro Dominance because you can search out Necro Dominance at instant speed with Sisay's activated ability, and then you can go to your turn, move to the end step immediately, pay all of your life, and then draw a ton of cards and try to win. Also, the fact that it draws cards is kind of good,
Draw as
but
opposed to place in hand.
yeah.
Right, for all the
Granted,
Orcish Bowmasters.
really bad against Orcish Bowmaster, but really good if you have something like Shieldred in play that's just when you draw a card, gain a life.
Mm. You built a casual Opeka off our stream? I mean, that makes me happy, it also makes me sad. Because our list was casual. Or rather, you just mean to say, Storm, that you decided to build, right? That's what you're saying? You just decided to build a casual list afterwards. I don't know. I guess look at the kettlebell. I already went that direction. Actually, I want to take damage just to test this thing out. I think I have a way to gain... Nope, that's not that.
Well, don't worry, I have healing for you whenever you do get hit. There you
Yeah,
go.
I think the dash is supposed to heal me to some effects, but I'm not noticing it. It says, like, heal up to 8%. I'm sorry, I'm only, like, minorly reading these things.
Yeah. Don't worry, that's kind of what you're supposed to do. You just kind of figure out, like, oh yeah, here's a thing that says when hit. Okay, I'll do that. You don't think about it. Oh, we have to charge the totem. Oh no, I walk straight into a guy.
Charge the
So I
totem,
think-
you say?
I think on the right there's a red objective that we need to get to. No, that's just a very
Oh.
expensive item. That's a very good expensive item. Oh, it's a cursed item.
For some reason, I thought the guy that was next to me was you. It very much was not you.
Okay, so the red thing is a cursed item.
Go on.
I need to read through these because I don't want to get cursed with die instantly.
Oh, that's probably fair. Have we only gotten 2 of the cycle so far, of the flares?
We got green, blue, and red, and I think we got a black too. I think.
Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh shit, I see what you mean. I actually have to read this one.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I did. I'm like, oh, cursed item. I decided to take double damage dealt and taken.
Ooh, that's not what I want. But regeneration ticks every 0.5 seconds. Killing an enemy has 10% chance to blobbity bloop. Oh god, okay. Okay.
Hold
Sorry,
on, I'll go back and I'll cover you for that.
No, I died. I was reading...
Oh, you died?
Yeah, I was in the
Oh.
midst of reading. Good luck. I have fast mana and stuff. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not really that offended. So, it's just Flare of Denial so far, am I mistaken? Or was there another one that was
No,
shit?
there's several flares. I think we have every flare but the white one so far.
Oh god. You want to take guesses at what the white flare will be? So wait, tell me the other flares first, like once you have a chance, and then...
Yeah, I can do them off of memory. The black one is the only one that I think I can't remember well.
Flare of Cultivation looks good. Okay.
Flare of Cultivation is 1 green flare cost, and then it has Cultivate. So you just search a land into play tapped, and then search a land to hand.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. And
Yeah,
you just need to sacrifice a dork to do that?
Yep. Where the frick is the charge totem?
Honestly, green probably has the best potential with the flares, just because it has the bodies for it. You know what I mean? Where I think like most colors won't have early bodies. It needs to be a creature to sacrifice, right? Like it can't be a green permanent.
I am very low on health.
Can you... Yeah, you can heal yourself, right? I was wondering if that was just for me or not.
No, that heals everybody, but I'm blind firing to keep away from that. So here's what we were supposed to activate. I'm terrified because, yeah, this is...
Non-token?
Yeah, so non-token. But this is things get exponentially harder over time thing.
It might be gentle on you because it's solo right now.
I don't know. I'm not sure if they scaled it to that.
That'd be
all
very
I know
nice
is
of them.
I am going to act like I am a second away from death at all times because that is probably the smartest thing I can do right now.
All right, so give me the other flares. You got Flare of Cultivation.
So then you have the Flare of echoes or something like that for red, or it's a reverberate. So it's
Oh, this one I
red,
did see. This shit is
yeah,
amazing. It's
yeah.
one
So
red
it's
red, and then you can sacrifice a creature to copy a spell or ability.
yes, I believe.
Does it extend to abilities? I don't remember if that's the case or not, but if that's true, that's amazing.
Yeah, the red flare is pretty cool, and I think the black one was a discard. It was instant speed discard.
Instant speed. Wait,
Yes.
Is it I look at your hand and discard, or it's just straight up discard?
I think it's straight up discard. I'll have to actually pull up the card, check it.
That's very
But
modern Horizons then of them, because I don't see that being as useful in Commander. I mean, unless you're playing Tiny Bones, I suppose, but even still, like, you don't want to solo one person.
I'm nearly done. I'm nearly done. Okay, I charged the thing. Okay.
Oh yes. How long are these runs, by the way?
They are until you die or until you get to. Let's just stay into this nice little circle here. Where I am and run away from that guy that can just put down a freaking death zone.
Does that double damage effects last only this rotation, like stage 4?
No, that is permanent. That is
Okay.
permanent.
So you're gonna
I
eat
know
shit.
the risk that I'm taking.
You're gonna eat shit for the rest of this run. Okay.
Oh yes, but I'm killing everything significantly faster than what's required. Hold up, there's another one. There's another. There he is. Please just die. Please. I'd very much appreciate. Thank you.
Do you need to
All
aim
right.
that Waves of Darkness attack? Shout out
Yeah.
Elden Ring. Okay.
Uh,
Here's what I'm curious
That's
about.
crazy.
I think I was holding on to like money. I hope I have it when I get back.
I believe you do.
If
all
not,
right,
it's fine.
I have just significantly increased my damage output.
Yeah, my damage output was great, but I was in the midst of reading those abilities from that one totem and just
Yeah,
was not paying
the worst
attention.
part was like that's the one you have to read. Solo player is much more forgiving because if you're playing by yourself, when you activate these, it slows down time.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
All right, I got a thing that has a chance to stun enemies on hit, and I have things that make my hits multi-hits and multi-hits and multi-hits. So hopefully, I'm
You
going
get
to be
all the
stunned a lot of
multi-hits.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next card. Oh, Echoes of Eternity. This is a cool one. So this is
Wait, you named all the flares?
yes, all but the white one.
Well, we gotta take shots at what the white one is. What the hell would white do? Please tell me. Well,
give your
wait.
creatures indestructible.
No,
because
no,
that's
no.
always what white does.
Don't put it in the air. Don't put it in the air.
Exile your creatures and
We got
return them.
Solitude. We got Solitude in the last Horizons. Modern Horizons 2 is Solitude. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, don't assume it's going to be complete dog water. We might get. Well, my hope. Can I fall off the edge here? Is that a
You
thing?
cannot. You cannot. You're fine.
Can I dash over this edge?
I don't. I maybe.
Yes, I can. It looked like I was going to fall though, Will. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think. Yeah, I think you can fall, but they're forgiving. I think they just teleport you back to land.
Okay.
I need to be very careful because I decided to take the risky build. Also, you can see the little these little guys by my feet. They're my suicide drones. If you hold on, let's see if it'll spawn one. Did not spawn one. There we go. There's one that spawned. Those little yellow dot boys. Oh, that I got hit. I need to run.
So far as white flare is concerned, I feel like we could get a Path to Exile type effect, but you're probably more or less right. It might be some sort of protection thing, but to be honest with you, I would really love to see a free recovery effect. That shit would change the game, and not as powerful as like a Savine's Reclamation.
Honestly, I'd be fine if it was like a helping hand, but for free. And like maybe for like 4 mana instead of 3 or something. Well, I got hit. I'm just gonna stay inside my little circle.
Whoa. I meant to go to where your circle was. Dude, I meant to dash to where your circle was.
Wait, did you die?
I did die there.
Oh no.
It's all right. You got this.
I got this.
Wait, helping hand is... It's not...
That's the white unearth.
Ooh. I would love one that brought back... Well, I guess it needs to be narrow, right? It couldn't just be a permanent. If it was a
could be
permanent...
it could probably be permanent.
If you
when
need
you
a
compare it to
Ooh.
the red and the blue one, like it could be a permanent. power level wise. No, no. Dang on.
Do you think that it should be capped at a certain level? Like 3 or less, bring a permanent
Yeah,
of 3 or less back from your graveyard?
at most 4, but yeah, like 3 is probably what it would be.
Alright, I'm gonna play the other class. Try my
All right.
try my chances with this. You wanna do
I'm
two?
gonna keep being Pandora because Pandora's kind of fun.
Pandora's sick. I feel like I need a ranged attack though. Having the claws, like with my attention split, using a melee weapon in a foreign game was
Yeah,
was not the best option because I had to put myself in
Oh.
harm's way every time I was doing something. Okay,
Uh,
okay.
and this is just to kill everything mission
Cool.
right now. But
Is there a
the
little
next
bit of
card-
auto? Is there a little bit of auto aim in this?
A tiny bit, like it'll assist a little bit, but it won't hard auto aim for you.
Do you also
there's-
have a dash? Is
Yeah,
everyone's thing a dash?
everybody's spacebar is a dash? Yeah, I don't know about the 4th character because I haven't unlocked the 4th character, but supposedly yes. It's gonna set up my ring.
No, you're good.
Nice little healing zone.
I'm
It's
trying
funny
to.
because every single time I play a shooter game, I always pick up the support class.
That's healthy. I feel like, and you know, for the first time I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. For the first time, I picked up Bard. I'm playing like the support class as my main character, and I'm enjoying it so much. Like I went College of Lore. I'm doing everything I can to just buff the rest of my party and make sure that they last the whole fight. And it's so funny because I'm playing Tactician, one of the harder difficulties, and oh, that's so sick, that ricochet shot.
Yeah,
I'm playing Tactician, and oh, sorry.
the ricochet shot is my favorite thing to do with cooldown reduction because eventually you just get to the point where you hold down like left click, right click, and ultimate for the ricochet shot on that character, and you just run around AoEing everything.
Do I need to hold the ricochet shot? Like, I don't know mechanically
You don't
how
need to hold
anything.
it. You can
just
press
lob it.
Yeah.
Is it timed? Like, does it go off on its own, or do you have to hit the trigger again?
It's just an animation. Whenever you press it, it'll start up the animation, and then when it's done the animation,
okay.
it launches it.
Are they both ricochets? No. Okay, I got it. All right, yeah. So I switched Shadowheart to being like the healing cleric class, and then I am obviously playing a bard, so I have a lot of healing effects as well, especially in College of Lore. And my shit just never dies anymore. I feel like I found the cheat code because I have a berserker who's just going off. I'm playing Karlach, Gale, and Shadowheart as my other characters. It's so fun. And it's just like a nice diversion. Normally I'll pick like the ranged class, or I'll pick the rogue if it's a, you know, medieval fantasy type setting. But yeah, I'm enjoying the heck out of that game right now. I just haven't had a chance to really play it because I'm practicing for a One Piece tournament this weekend, which I'll hopefully do well at. I'm signed up for 2 treasure cups. They're not, even though there's a new set coming out this weekend called EVO1. It's a commemorative set. Whatever, it doesn't really mean anything. But there's a new set coming out, and they're not letting you include any of those cards, which is good. But the deck I really want to play is Red Purple Law, and we're just not there yet. We need EVO1 to be there. But yeah, I'm stoked for Monster Hunter 3. I'm just gonna keep calling it that. I'm stoked for Modern Horizons 3, but when do we get it officially? I feel like we're already getting it now, but
It's like late May, I think is what they said.
okay.
That's May 20 something, if I remember correctly. But the next card to talk about is Echo of Eternity, or Echoes of Eternity, and it's 3 generic for Kindred Eldrazi spell. And it says, or sorry, a Kindred Eldrazi enchantment, and it says, whenever you trigger an ability of a colorless spell or another colorless permanent triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. So it's double up on all of your colorless spells and triggers. And then the other effect is whenever you cast a colorless spell, you get a copy of it. So double up on all of your artifact triggers, double up on all of your artifacts when you cast them. If you're doing Eldrazi stuff, do more Eldrazi stuff. There's a lot of fun, dumb things that this card does. And it seems like it'll be A house in casual, but probably not played in competitive.
Mm.
But yeah, it is a fun and notable card.
I feel like we got a new Eldrazi land. I thought it was a reprint at first, but there's like a Eldrazi land that just came out as well. That doesn't seem that effective, honestly.
Yeah, it's a ETB. You may imprint a 7 or higher cost colorless creature into it, and then if you do, it taps for 2 mana instead of 1. Otherwise, it just taps for 1. Man, my friends are pinging the crap out of everything on my my Discord channel. I just hear the Discord ping every couple seconds right now.
Obelisk of Distribution. What do we got?
I think
Oh, am I not allowed to get the? I'm not allowed to get that middle thing. Why is that? Oh, fuck me.
probably because you don't have enough money.
No, I have the monies. I have 4. The middle thing is 4. For me, at least.
Is it the
Can you die?
indicator? Me?
Yeah, no, not you, not you. The little guy I'm
the
shooting
guy
at.
with 1 health. Yeah,
You know what I
saw
haven't
him.
done yet? I have not leveled my character up yet.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Nah, it's
Remember,
okay.
get the cooldown reduction every time you get
Okay,
it.
now it's letting me. Now it's letting me get flash.
Weird.
Yeah, that was weird. It wouldn't let me highlight it initially. I don't really
Alright.
like that flare shot. I don't think I'll level that up ever. It's not that good.
It's okay when you have like a giant chunk of things together, and it does do more damage than your basic attack eventually. So it's cool, but yeah, you don't use flare shot.
Right. I mean, I don't even know if that's what it's called technically, but I'm not enjoying it.
I call it fireball.
Well, it looks like a fireball. I don't blame you. The shooting in this game is really weird on Steam Deck, by the way, guys. Like, I wish I was using a mouse and keyboard for this. I feel like
Yeah,
I would have
it
much
makes it
better.
a lot easier to snap onto things.
Yeah, I'm sort of flailing the stick around. I could definitely adjust the sensitivity on this, but as it is now. Yeah, I've got 8 levels to go through, Will.
Yeah. Hold up, where are you? I'm going to cover you.
Thanks. Oh, well, I level up. I was trying to look at that obelisk. I'm still at the beginning of the map here.
All right, where are you at? Okay, there you
Chilling,
are.
chilling.
I'll just
Get
I'll just
some-
cover you while you level up. Don't worry.
Got some buds over here. God, dude, it had to be that guy. Okay. Movement speed, attack speed, regeneration. I guess attack speed? Sure. I don't know. Health regeneration is good too. Damage sounds good. Attack speed, health. Just gonna go with damage. Movement speed, damage. Alright, I level a thing up. We're gonna level up the ricochet shot, because that thing is just so fun.
Trying to set up the healing aura around you, but I keep overshooting it.
Skill
Oh, you're getting
cooldown.
punched.
Oh god, skill cooldown. Sorry, I'm not even looking at that.
Don't worry.
Damage.
Don't worry. I'm already
Skill
healing you
cooldown.
out of the damage range.
Okay. Okay, we should
good?
be yeah, we should be able to murk these people a lot quicker now.
All right. Well, the next card, Thief of Existence. One a colorless and a green for a 3/4 Eldrazi with Devoid. Whenever you cast this spell, exile up to 1 target non-creature, non-land permanent, and opponent controls with mana value 4 or less.
Wait,
If you do, this gains when this creature leaves the battlefield. Target opponent draws a card.
wait, read that again? I'm sorry.
So it's a colorless and a green for a 3/4 Eldrazi with Devoid. And it says, when you cast this spell, exile up to 1 target non-creature, non-land permanent, and opponent controls that cost 4 or less. Then, if you do, this gains, when this dies, target opponent draws a card. Or when this leaves the field, target opponent draws a card.
Wait, so I'm sorry, we like this?
It's not bad, because it's 3 mana for a 3/4 that exiles an artifact or enchantment, more or less, or a planeswalker. And green runs worse versions of that. They kind of like the dinosaur to some extent. And this is on cast, meaning that counter spells cannot stop this. This gets rid of the 1 ring, and giving an opponent a draw is not bad at all, because you just go, oh, you're behind and extremely weak and not a threat at all. Take another draw.
So wait up, is this tied to a certain casting cost, or is it just accessible with anything?
It's a colorless and a green.
To the exile though, is
Oh,
it
no, that's just on cast.
on cast?
Not even ETB, it's on cast.
Wow. Okay, that seems
Yeah,
okay.
not bad.
That
Yeah.
seems okay.
Like,
Okay.
it's not anything to write home about, but it's another decent green card.
All right, ricochet shot, by the way, definitely needs bodies
Yeah.
to be effective. I don't know, like, if the count of ricochets is going up or whatever, but die.
You know, I said the thing that there's a cooldown cap in this game, but I have gotten my cooldowns reduced by 35% right now, and I'm like, I thought the cap was 20 or 30 last time I played. I'm gonna activate the totem,
Yeah, please
by the
do.
way.
I'm trying to find it. I'm just taking my sweet ass time about doing
Yeah,
it.
it was the purple thing on the map.
Oh, we're here now. We're here now. That's all that
That's
matters.
fine.
Well,
We killed most things anyway, so we're not in any trouble.
I should be
But
standing
while
on the
this is
circle.
happening, I'm gonna tab over and no, don't pull up the image. Go to the next card. The next card is a legendary creature, so it's 3 black for a 6/6 flying, a 6/6 elder demon with flying. It's a legendary creature, and it says whenever you sacrifice another creature, create a blood token. If you sacrificed an angel this way, create a number of blood tokens equal to its toughness instead. I took damage. I'm going to quickly sit around and heal. Fuck you,
You're good,
too.
man.
Auto homing tower.
You're good. You're good. Oh damn. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I didn't even realize that thing was pegging us.
I'm just going to stand outside of the charging zone for a tiny bit to heal up.
No, you're good. You're good.
And then you can pay.
Are there red things on the ground? You or it?
I think that's it.
Okay.
I just do purple circles and green circles. That purple circle is mine.
Duly noted.
That's safe zone.
Okay.
Also, it'll say what enhancements the totem is doing as it's running. Like it just says summon the current planet's rampant. Oh, fuck you too, game. Please, I need to stand in the circle. I died.
Shit. Okay. Here. I'll see
Okay,
if
well,
I
I can
can.
read cards. Sacrifice 6 blood. So you pay Orzhov. Sacrifice 6 blood tokens and return each creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or sorry, yeah, return each creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with the finality token on it. Those creatures are vampires in addition to their other types. So it's basically an Orzhov commander that will give you a little bit of hand fixing over time, and then will inevitably do a massive reanimate for all those cards that you've been discarding. You may want to kill the big guy first, just because he does AoE.
Trying to.
There you go. But yeah, not horrible, but there are probably better options. It is a sack outlet in the command zone, though, which is kind of nice.
Can't believe you haven't brought up the free counter yet. Or the colorless counter, I should say.
Oh no, it's coming.
That one's good. Oh, the quorum is the way I was going. Sorry, man. I want to level up really quick.
Yeah, you're safe. Take your time.
Damage.
But the next card is one that people kind of freaked out about, and for good reason. It's a Volatile Storm Drake, 1 in a blue for a 3/2 creature Drake with flying and hexproof from activated and triggered abilities. Then, when this enters the battlefield, exchange control of this with target creature and opponent controls. If you do,
This is the
you
4.
get-
This is the
you
4 or
get-
less. Oh, based off energy. I'm sorry.
you get a 4 energy, and then you sacrifice that creature unless you pay energy equal to its cost. So
Right.
this is new Gilded Drake, and this is arguably better, arguably worse Gilded Drake.
Right.
because,
The way
yes,
it's worded though is that you gain the energy foremost, and then the thing with you don't have to pay the energy. So you could take anything. I can take your Eidolon of Rhetoric, and yes, I have 4 energy to spend for your Eidolon of Rhetoric, but yeah, never mind. I'm gonna keep the 4 energy. So
Yeah.
basically, it's removal at 2 CMC, or it's a steal your Timna at 2 CMC. If your deck is doing anything with energy, then obviously you could do potentially more with this. It's quite good. Like Will was saying, it's kind of a dumb card. It's one of the cards I think that piqued most of our interest on the Discord foremost.
yeah, 'cause it just abuses so many different things, because it's like, Gilded Drake cannot remove anything, but this card can.
Right, and sometimes it's good to have that thing on your side, like on your team, but just being removal is insane. Like,
Yeah.
they're acting as if the sacrifice is a detriment. And yes, in, a 1v1 game, it very well could be, but in this instance, like, in a commander setting, no, we don't care. Take it.
We're happy about it.
Yeah, take the Drake. And the thing is, unless they're really petty about it, they'll probably point that Drake at someone who's using their life as a resource, or it's not going to be a detriment to you, not generally. The only issue is, obviously it's a body they can use for like a diabolic intent or for whatever, but I mean, that's the risk of them having any creatures. So, and with the new flares that are out, I feel like we're probably going to see more bodies on the field anyways. Not that we haven't noticed that change yet already. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many good value creatures nowadays that you kind of have to run those bodies. All right, I'm getting a little bit better at the flare attack. I didn't like it at first, but kind of like it now.
It's grown on you.
Yeah, this character's a lot better, by the way. I mean, I'm liking it a lot better. Aiming the shots, again, like placing these on Steam Deck is not my favorite, but I'm getting used to it. Also, I'm playing with a slight delay because I'm not actively playing off my Steam Deck. I have it, like, running to my...
That would also do that. Fair.
Yeah. It's working now. I mean, like, hey, look, I'm getting kills and stuff.
But yeah, Volatile Storm Drake is definitely going to be a new staple, and because it's more cost available. Okay, deal double damage and take double damage. Not doing it this time.
I think I will do double damage to both enemies because of the amount of range I have. I feel like I'm safe with it. And we'll see if I'm a flat out liar. Did we kill all of them? I guess we killed all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I haven't used any of my rerolls. Is it crucial to use the rerolls? Let's find out.
You don't need to, and you can keep the rerolls and do stuff in the menu later. So there's reasons to not reroll.
Am I wrong? I mean that's expendable currency for something else.
Yeah, you can use it to unlock items.
Dude,
but you don't need a lot of them.
I just keep using the adrenaline pill. This shit's amazing. I might actually
movement speed, or is that a...
No, it's health and damage. It's just...
Oh yeah,
it's just flat out buff to health and damage. Okay, I used one reroll to see if I couldn't get another adrenaline pill, and I did not. Chance to ignite the enemy with primary attack. That's damage over time, I assume.
Yeah.
Chance to avoid damage. I feel like that's probably good, especially with the fact that I'm eating more damage than before. Howdy, all. Hey, Mateus. Did you guys see the Electric Light Orchestra just dropped in CDH? What? Did I see the what? No. The ELO? I don't know what you're referring to. Do you know what he's talking about?
I do not.
Chance to deal critical damage. Is that with like any attack?
Oh, the frick is... Oh, this unlocks the new character. I found a thing that unlocks the one of the 4 characters.
Oh shit. Dude, I do not use the run button enough. Is that what this thing in the back is? Here. Oh,
yeah, that thing. You need 10 of the reroll things, though.
Damn it.
You keep them between runs, though, so you can build up on those.
ELO is a way of measuring how good you are.
ELO. Got it. Okay.
What?
I was like, what is ELO? No, yeah. ELO is the metric of, like, wins and losses calculate. It's basically MMR, if you've ever played a video game with, like, a hidden ranking system that matches you with people of roughly your skill level. We also have the activate the ancient, so you just go around killing things until you get a couple of the keys, and then we can start that.
Well, I'm just getting all of the adrenaline pills.
Fair enough.
Then my character's gonna do so much damage here.
Oh, the things don't spawn until we activate this. Okay, I'm just gonna activate it immediately then.
Oh god. Okay. Thanks for that.
Better get those adrenaline pills faster, Patrick.
Yeah.
You better dope up quicker.
Yeah, I am doing quite a bit of damage now.
The next card, and I'm interested in learning about the ELO setup that Mateus is talking about, and I probably will bring that up, like, on the next thing, or look that up afterwards, or potentially during it, see, depending on how these runs go. But the next card that I wanted to bring up was Pearl Ear, which is a interesting white storm commander that we got.
Oh, so yeah, I like this card.
Yeah, Pearl Ear is 1 white for a legendary creature Fox Advisor with lifelink, 3 power, and 4 toughness. And Pearl Ear says, enchantment spells you control cost 1 less to cast for every aura you control. And whenever you cast an aura that targets a modified creature you control, this Okay, that's bad. Got it. Okay, I had my cursed item that drops these things on the ground that hurt anything in them
Do
for a
they
second.
hurt you as well?
Yes, that's the cursed part. But it's
Dude, nuke
since
them.
we're ranged, it's not that bad. Just know if you see a red circle, yes, that's mine, and no, you should not step in it.
I guess I just
I
increased my
have
base
all the
health.
keys. Hold up, I'm just gonna speedrun unlock the things really quick.
I have 4
Um,
keys. Is that enough for anything?
you only need 3.
Oh, okay.
Or sorry, no, we need 4 on the dot, but I also have 4. There's one more thing somewhere.
One more thing somewhere. Okay, I'm looking for it.
I found it. But yeah, Pearlier says when you cast an aura targeting a modified creature you control, you draw a card. So a lot of cost reduction in white and some extra card draw. If you have other white cantrips, eventually this just becomes white aura cantrips. This just becomes pay 1 white, draw 2, and you can kind of storm off while protecting your board and going somewhat Voltron-y. I think
I
earlier,
feel like I might actually make this deck, by the way. I know people got excited for Light Paws when it came out, and Light Paws was fine. I feel like this is... Oh, shit. Dude, all I've been doing was upgrading the Ricochet, and now I don't have the Ricochet to fuck with anymore. I guess I just increased my base damage.
it's okay. I'm just constantly leveling up my healing dash, so you're gonna be the healthiest man alive.
Oh shit, we've done everything. Okay, let me just buy some stuff and then I'll be good to go. Yeah,
Yep.
I really want to build this character. I think this character is going to be very good. I just like playing mono white list, and this is one that I think you can just hammer home a win very easily with.
It's kind of like a white Bergie, but without the ability to do all the dumb red things, but you're in white, so you don't exactly care. Because if you can just storm off a bit, then play Drannith Magistrate, or an Aven Mind Sensor, or Linvala Keeper of Silence,
Mateus
you're
is top
happy.
5%, by the way, of
Neat.
players. Damn.
Alright, I've returned, Patrick. Let's warp out.
Nice. God, I wish I was top 5% richest people in the world. That's what I wish.
The next card... so there's a card called Nethergoyf, which is not going to be relevant to EDH. We got a Meltdown reprint. The next card that's probably going to be relevant for CDH to some extent is Glimpse the Impossible. It is 2 in red for a sorcery that says, exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. At the beginning of your next end step, if any of those cards remain exiled, put them into your graveyard. For each card put into your graveyard this way, you create an Eldrazi spawn, which is an 0/1 Eldrazi that can be sacrificed for colored mana. So this card can be used to just mill 3 and store 3 mana later, which is not bad with a couple different decks that actually care about mana. This card is probably going in Godo because... Oh, 3 mana, store 3 mana next turn. It's Basalt Monolith.
Oh yeah, that's actually not so bad.
The risk would be, oh crap, I milled my Helm of the Host.
But I mean, that's a trade you need to make with that deck, I feel. There's a lot of high risk, high reward cards in that list, and that's just going to be another one, I feel.
Yeah.
I should be standing in your healing circles.
Don't worry, Patrick. I have more healing circles.
Oh, thank God. Because my damage output's really high now, but I'm very squishy.
You are squishy as heck.
I
Don't
like
worry,
it,
you got set to half health and now you're fully healed again.
Yo, yeah, this build is going a lot better than the last round.
It's because you're actually able to kind of keep distance from stuff. Oh, you took damage.
I took a
you may
lot.
wanna-
I thought that red orb thing I thought was ally. It was not. You know,
If
I
it's
need to
red-
start using dash more. Yeah, exactly. I'm getting the color scheme now. I understand the color scheme.
Yeah.
Is that turret a bad guy? Okay.
Yes, it shoots these kind of oh yeah, don't get in that red thing. That is my red thing that hurts everything.
Oh, okay. I will actively avoid that then.
I'm trying to like dash towards you slightly while keeping out of range of everything else.
No, I appreciate it. I'm gonna need a level up in a second.
What is that? Okay, there's this eyeball that's just
dude.
watching me, and
My damage output
Threatening.
is so good. I'm enjoying this game a lot now with the amount. Oh, this eyeball?
Yeah,
we-
I don't know what it does. It's just chilling, but it's making me not happy.
Yeah, I wonder if it has anything to do with this, like, knob right here. You see this thing?
Also, oh, we're on stage 5. We're gonna see something fun very soon.
Oh, here. Let me reduce my skill cooldown, and
Yeah.
up my damage really quick.
You see what I'm talking about? Just like, oh look, skill cooldown reduction. Take it.
Yeah, and then like the rest of your strategy is just get good. Just don't
Yeah.
get hit.
It's whatever else goes, but you take skill cooldown reduction immediately without hesitation.
Oh, thank you, Mateus. Yeah, I'd be interested. I know Will is interested in seeing it. You know what? Let me look at those other shrines to see if I can buy anything else of relevance, and then I'll join you.
All right. So Patrick, you may want to check our new objective.
Defeat Siren? Oh shit, wait.
Giant frickin' boss that just popped up.
Wait. Oh, fuck me. Wait.
By the way, it's bullet hell, and I would recommend doing the safest maneuvers you can. Just shoot it from as far away as you possibly can.
Wait, yeah. I wasn't ready.
Don't worry, I think it's going after me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming after me. This is the type of boss where you have to pay attention to what it's doing very hard, because it like rains down meteorite shots, so pay attention to dots appearing on the ground, pay attention to the bolts teleporting around. Just stay safe, stay far away.
Alright, let me see if I can lean in on this guy really quick.
Don't worry, I'm healing if you do get hit.
Yeah, we're murking him.
There you go. Alright.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna proceed to buying stuff.
So every 5 levels, a siren pops up, and it's basically just a big boss fight depending on the world we're on.
Yeah, that fight was sick. This is cool. This game is good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna keep going with Rune of Rebound and Adrenaline Shots.
Is there anything else I need?
You can see how prevalent the successful some decks are. Okay. And what top 16 are taking and adding. Huh. Oh, is this yellow thing like where we need to go?
That yellow thing is the big items that you can get. They're supposed to be like run impacting items.
Okay.
It's a shop that I think only pops up every 5th stage.
Obelisk of Creation. A vessel drops for a slain enemy dealing 200% damage within a unit radius. That seems good with my build right now. Chance to... Wait, 5%. Wave of Energy. Is this on hit? Chance per stack to unleash...
I think it's on hit.
So Essence with the ricochet shot is really good.
Yeah.
Chance per stack to unleash a wave of energy attack dealing 310% damage to anyone it touches. Okay. Protects against a lethal blow. What? No, I don't need that. Okay, let's do the Essence thing and hope it works the way I think it does.
Agreed. That's kind of everything in this game.
Yeah.
Man, I hope this works.
Do you just drop healing waves as you dash?
Yep, that's part of it. That's my dash.
That's so good. Okay.
I've been upgrading it as well, so the healing waves last longer and the healing radius is bigger. But the next card, and this is the nerfed version of kind of like Tolarian Academy. I think it's supposed to be a nerfed version of Tolarian Academy. So it's a land that enters the battlefield tapped unless you control an island. Then it can tap for a blue, or you can pay blue and tap it, and the next spell that you cast this turn has Improvise. So basically, your artifacts make mana.
Seems good.
If it is a version of Tolarian Academy, then it is significantly nerfed, but it's still pretty good.
Well, Tolarian Academy is pretty whack to begin with, so...
Yeah, having a nerfed version is still really dumb. Same with Necropotence, because I said the Necrodominance is a significantly worse Necropotence.
You still feel that way?
Yes, I still feel that way, but a significantly worse Adnos is a PETA. And PETA's very good still. By the way, the thing is a on hit. The like literal waves that come out from me. Oh, you have it
Oh,
too.
I have it too, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if it happens off the ricochet, though. I think it's only my base
Oh,
attack.
so Patrick, now enemies inside my healing thing take more damage.
That's amazing. Oh, I think it does happen off the ricochet. I need to really watch this time around. Here.
I'm pretty sure it does. It seemed like pretty much everything I think is based off hit,
But
not
what-
off primary specifically, unless it says otherwise.
What I'm wondering, though, is does the wave come from me, or does it come from the ricochet shot?
It comes from you. Pretty sure it comes from you.
Alright, well, I'm not getting it to proc, but I still think it's useful. I think that the dropping the orb would have been better, but it's alright.
I like the shockwave because if you go for proc chaining, you can do some dumb things. Just to have things that do on hit, that do on hit, that do on hit, and then you just start wiping out a ton of things at once.
Wow, the shield guy's kicking my ass.
Just dash around at Patrick. Also, I realized I should probably be sticking around you so that you don't just die out of nowhere. Gosh, can you guys drop the last freaking key? There it is.
Okay, no more adrenaline shots for me. They're onto my strategy.
You're hopped up on adrenaline already.
Yeah, I guess I'm done with it. Any one of these enemies will drop a key. Is that true? Oh, wait, no. We just need to activate the quorum at this point.
Yeah, I already killed everything.
Whoops. Been over here dicking around with these guys. Sorry.
Don't worry.
Here.
Sometimes that's what you have to do in this game.
Dick around.
Yeah.
Damage.
Hey, chain lightning, let's go.
And damage. Okay.
I'm literally just picking up anything that says on hit, do a thing, because eventually my on hits trigger my on hits, triggering my on hits, triggering my on hits.
I think I feel like I applied some logic to the skills I chose here. It feels like I'm doing decent damage, so
I'm just applying Risk of Rain 2 logic to this game, and it seems to be working out.
the quorum is back down here. Oh no, it's over to the left.
Yeah, you'll see it on the map. I'm just running around and grabbing all the money and everything right now.
Yeah, I haven't picked up everything yet either.
I think we got everything.
I think so too.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running this until we die.
Yeah.
The flares
Or
are
we
really
can,
good. Absolutely nuts with Rog. Oh. Rog rack with like the red flare.
Scoundrel. Okay, and then we have now going to the other things, and first the card that you were talking about, Patrick, Null Elemental Blast.
It's decent.
Yeah, it was pretty freaking good if I do say so myself. You have to pay 1 colorless mana, and then you have an instant that either counters a multicolor spell or destroys a multicolor permanent. Yeah, that is a new staple in pretty much every deck that is under, I'd say, 4 colors. If it's 3 colors or less, you probably want to run this.
Yeah, even blue would consider it, I think. It's really solid. I mean, it's good, obviously, against commanders. Like, if you bitch about Tivit being cast, well, then you'll love this.
Yeah. It's just, oh yeah, pay 1, screw Tivit. As long as your deck can get away with running colorless sources, you're fine with it, which is the only reason why it's limited to probably under 3 colors. I don't think you're seeing this in a 4-color deck, and I don't think you're seeing this in a Wooburg deck. But Dear Lord is the card gross. And then we have another card that got spoiled, which I don't think you've heard about before, Patrick. So I'd like to see your reaction on this.
Okay.
We got Ulamog the Defiler.
I did not see Ulamog the Defiler.
I had to tab out to
No, you're
scroll
good, you're
over
good.
to it. But
Let's use
Ulamog the
this
Defiler-
bridge. Let's just use the bridge. I think
Yeah.
this makes a lot of sense. It's game to game here.
I'm just gonna keep going. Nah.
No,
Wait,
you're
yeah, if
good.
I just dash against the wall, I can keep doing that. Patrick, I'll heal you.
Yeah,
I
here.
have all the rings.
Here. We're good, we're good. So long as I stand right here. Oh my god.
But Ulamog the Defiler, wow, that is a lot of healing. Holy crap. Ulamog the Defiler is 10 mana for a legendary creature Eldrazi. It says when you cast this, target opponent exiles half their library rounded up. Ulamog the Defiler has Ward, sacrifice 2 permanents, and when Ulamog the Defiler enters the battlefield with +1 counters on it, equal to the greatest mana value amongst cards exiled. Ulamog the Defiler has Annihilator X, where X is the number of counters on it, and it is a base 7/7.
Wait, what was the cost of it? 7?
10 mana.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
10 mana on cast, exile half of target player's library. This enters with, let's say, 5 counters. 5 seems fair. And then it has a Annihilator 5 and Ward
Alright.
sack 2 permanents.
Is
So
this-
it's probably not getting targeted.
Is this a playable Eldrazi commander? Is that what we're thinking?
Probably not a commander, but it can do some damage if you have a deck that can make a lot of mana and needed some big dumb thing to play. Some Sylvala decks might like this just because it is a big dumb creature that can swing things, and I know there's some Sylvala players that have been pivoting to
Big dumb
big
creatures.
creature tribal.
Hmm.
But yeah, card is kind of dumb because at worst it's a 10 mana on cast, exile half of a player's library, probably taking them out of the game.
Damn. Well, yeah. Exiling half a library is probably going to do it.
Yeah, it's not mill, it is straight up exile.
It
So
seems good. I feel like that's a high barrier of entry, but it's fine.
It's not going to be played everywhere. There are very, very specific decks that will probably want to play it, and that's it. But then we have a Flare of Malice.
There's a Wooburg Eldrazi commander? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have a Wooburg Eldrazi commander, which it's not on the spoiler list that I have, and it was not in great quality, so I'm probably not bringing it up on the stream. But it was
I'm curious about that though, man. Sorry, Mateus.
It's the face commander from the deck. I just don't have it on me, so I can't comment on it, unfortunately.
Sorry, I'm leveling up.
You're good. But Flare of Malice and Flare of Duplication. Those are the two flares. The Flare of Malice is a black one, and it's 2 black for an instant. It has the flare cost. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with the greatest mana value. That's what it was. It was instant speed sack, not instant speed discard.
That feels better.
Flare of Duplication is copy target instant or sorcery, and you can choose new targets for it, and it's the red flare.
What was the Eldrazi face commander?
I will try to find that.
I like the Wooburg commander that gives little Eldrazi Annihilator 1. What? I like Annihilator 1. Does this mean I get to use Eldrazi Spawn? Because, you know, if I have like a 0/1 Eldrazi Spawn and I just swing at you, isn't Annihilator on attack? Right, it's not on damage. Don't I just need to swing at you?
Hold up.
If that's true, then all of the things that generate like little Eldrazi Spawn are going to be amazing.
Got that. There we go. So it's Ulek Fused Atrocity. Ulek Fused Atrocity is hybrid colorless for all of these colors, and it's Wooburg. So it's a hybrid colorless white, colorless blue, colorless black, colorless red, or colorless green. 2/5 with Devoid, and says whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you may pay generic. If you do, copy all spells you control, then copy each other activated or triggered ability you control, and
Go to the quorum.
you may choose new targets for those. We have that. I don't see the other Wooburg Eldrazi. I don't know about the one that gives all your Eldrazi's and actually I have seen that. Friggin' 1 second.
Go to the quorum.
Sorry, give me a second. I was busy reading Magic cards.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Tab out. There we go.
It's the second commander of the pre-con that I'm talking about. There are two Wooburg. There are 2 Wooburg Eldrazi commanders. I feel like that's been a fan requested thing for a minute, dude.
Oh, I got hit off the gate.
Right. I'm surprised at how much damage they did to you. Here, I can hold them off for a second.
No, don't worry. I just needed to stand in my bubble for a second. I'm good now. I'm proc chaining enough that they should not be an issue. Oh, that is a guy over there. Ooh. Oh, that's
Ooh.
I freaking hate the advisor looking guys. Get me out of the circle.
Get you out of the circle.
No, the spike circle, the
Different circle.
advisor guy. Yeah, the tall guy puts up. I was trying to
That
get
guy.
out of that circle. I didn't want to get spiked.
Hey, do you have like a healing thing?
Oh, sure. There you go.
Thanks.
Don't worry. I'll dash against the wall for a couple seconds and make a super healing thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's useful. That
Yeah,
is
don't worry.
actively
It
useful.
heals you at like triple the speed of my usual ones.
Oh my. Alright, we haven't even started charging the tower yet. This will be fun.
No, don't worry. As long as you're in this, you're functionally immortal. All right, let's go to the tower.
So my shells are maxed and the ricochet shot is
Okay,
maxed.
cool. There's a wall. There's a wall I can use.
So you're just spamming the dodge.
Yeah, I'm dodging against the wall constantly. I'm just holding down S and D and just mashing spacebar. Once the tower starts saying like, "Oh yeah, we spawn homing missiles that just want to murder you," that's
Then
when
we'll move away from the wall. Oh shit. Wow. I almost died. Even in your circle.
Oh yeah. It's the fiery impulse orbs. Frickin' dodge the meteorites. That's pretty much the game. That's what I was trying to avoid, or what I was trying to be prepared for. It's okay. I can still kind of do it.
Got you. I was trying to stand in the center of your Venn diagram there.
Don't worry. I'm trying to keep the Venn diagram going by just bashing my face against the totem.
Yeah, no, this works. This works. I'm spamming my abilities as often as possible, and they're helping.
That's inevitably what the game becomes.
Yeah, I mean,
And honestly, pretty fun.
it's fun at that because it's tactful spamming. Oh my gosh, ricochet traps! Right now, please.
It's
There
okay.
we go. There we go.
Oh, I'm dead.
I might have this.
I'm trying to find the Elder Eldrazi though, because I know that there was the other Eldrazi.
Wow.
Oh,
whatever.
did you?
No.
Oh,
Dude,
you had 2 lives. You had 2 lives.
You
remember?
know, I totally forgot that was a function of my character, and I just called it. I'm like, holy shit, that was the first time I died. Actually. Yeah, let's talk about that Eldrazi, and then we'll close this one out.
Trying to find it.
Oh, you're good. So, no, it's the second commander. Yeah, it's, Mateus, if you're still there, does it spawn the little Eldrazi with Annihilators, or does it just give Eldrazi's Annihilator? Because I love that. That sounds so fun. I feel like I would want to play that.
Nope, that's not it.
So I bought a coffee mug from Fellow. It got a Fellow... This is not important. My wife's asking me about this. I bought this. It's like a new bottle that they have. I love a good bottle. But I bought this cute little bottle. Will, let me know what you think. Bam. Bought this sucker.
Nice.
Cute, right?
Yeah.
But what's cool about it is that it's only 20 ounces, which is probably more than enough coffee. It's just I haven't had a travel mug for coffee specifically in a while, and I've been wanting to get one. One of my colleagues comes to work with like a 40-ounce thing of coffee, which is absurd. So I'm like, oh, I need like half of that maybe.
I can't find the Annihilator Wooburg Eldrazi anywhere. I'm checking everywhere, but there's a couple other cards that popped up.
He does this every now and then. No, it does not spawn. I think it's like a 3 cost. It gives your spawns and something else Annihilator with a Wooburg activated ability. That sounds awesome.
Wait, are you talking about the sliver?
Is it a sliver?
There's a sliver that gives stuff Annihilator, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I could play this game
Hold
like...
up, that might have been a fan-made card. I need to check this really quick.
I could play this game later, by the way. This is actually very fun. You completed a run, though?
Yeah, I got to level 10, and then it gave me an option to either continue or to seppuku. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm done with my run. I did good.
I did well.
All right, hold up. Where's the Wooburg Eldrazi?
I gotta determine what deck I'm playing for this treasure cup and like submit my deck list tonight. Here, before we close this out, thanks for hanging out, guys. Hopefully we have some fun sound bites for you there. Feels doubtful. That was very intensive.
Yeah.
That was very intensive, but very fun. Look at all these cool One Piece cards. I got a return from TCG Player. Very cool of them.
Yeah, it was I think it's not a fan-made card, but it was probably a fan-made card for the sliver one I was talking about. I have
Got
to
all
find
the-
the card.
All of the Gecko Morias I've been needing. Ah,
Oh,
yes.
and before we do everything else, I'll do the quick run through of the other things that we've gotten so far, and you can bring up any that you find interesting really quick, Patrick. It's just going to be the quick run through. We got Urza's Cave, which is a land Urza's Cave that can tap for colorless, and you can pay 3, tap it, and sacrifice it to get any land from your deck into play tapped. So
Is it a Urza land?
Yeah, it's an Urza land. It's
Okay.
considered an Urza land.
Very cool.
Next, we have a Chthonian Nightmare. 1 black for an enchantment that enters the battlefield and gets 3 energy. Then you can pay X energy, sacrifice a creature, return this to your hand, and then reanimate target creature from your graveyard that cost X or less.
So, how is the so before you pay the cost, you actively need to target something?
You pay cost as you choose targets, meaning that the thing in the graveyard has to already be in the graveyard before you choose costs.
Right. So you can't like recover
Stack Dockside to recover Dockside.
No.
You need
but you can do
something
that
else.
with like a Priest of Gix.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Well, you can do any creature that costs 4 or less energy or 4 or less and Dockside, and that's an infinite loop. Because you're paying 2 to reanimate Dockside, 2 to reanimate the other thing, repeat.
Do you like the new Recurring Nightmares?
Yeah, it is better Recurring Nightmares, and I'm like, Recurring Nightmares is gonna stay banned because casual. This is gonna be about as gross because holy crap, it does Dockside things to such an insane degree.
Right. Well, I mean, you just bring back anything you want, really.
Correct. And also, if you have a creature that costs 3 or less in your graveyard, you get infinite energy, and you can reanimate everything from your graveyard by playing your commander, sacrificing your commander, getting back something else that costs whatever cost.
Which is very likely. Like, you have an Esper Sentinel, and you have the Dockside, or you have a Ragavan that died earlier, or you have anything. Yeah.
The dumbest part of this combo is it requires that you have a Dockside on field or graveyard, and either another creature in graveyard or on field.
So,
that's it.
You know what's really good about this? Like a Rograk build would be very good with this. Having a 0-cost creature to play off of this.
0 doesn't really make a difference because 3 or less, a 3 cost is the same as a 0 cost. It doesn't care about the cost of a creature outside of the energy payment. But if you have Dockside and anything that costs 3 or less, that's already infinite energy.
Well, I guess what I'm getting at is if you have it in the CZ, like you have that extra body there, and you can set it up very quickly by just entombing Dockside and playing it, right? For 3? 3?
Or it's a 1 and a black.
2. Yeah, it's just like the other nightmare.
Yeah.
A new nightmare. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Sounds actually really good.
Next card, you brought this up, Patrick, and this is probably immediately going in Oswald. Wintermoon. 2 mana for an artifact. Players cannot untap more than 1 non-basic land each turn.
Yeah, I feel like
really good.
monocolored lists will probably love this, namely ones that can find it at a moment's notice, which I think you'll probably do if the game is not going your way, right? Just make sure everyone's tapped out and then play it, right? Because then
it's brutal because, well, 1, we need more Wooburg hate cards. This is probably the best Wooburg hate card we've gotten in a while, other than the Null Elemental Blast. Those 2 are going to make Wooburg decks a good bit better. It's not going to flip the whole thing. Wooburg is still going to be the best setup that you can get, but Wintermoon is dumb. It's pretty good.
I kind of like adding it to Oswald, and what's nice about it is after you've gotten your money's worth out of it, 2 CMC into 3 CMC is the best line. Like, that's the best chain you can get going. Basically, from 3 CMC or 2 CMC, you can hit anything. It's just a matter of having the requisite mana, which you should be mulliganing to a hand that gives you the requisite mana. The only issue is, if you put down Wintermoon later than you should like, then people will probably have their artifact ramp and stuff like that out in advance. So it could be a double-edged sword, right? You might be opening the lane for 2 players, like you and one other player, and then that person is just, they have the explosive deck. You know what I mean? So, and then your opponents aren't able to really interact. So it's just a card that's going to require some tact. But I think in Oswald, you definitely want it.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, in Oswald, you are one of the explosive decks, and all the other explosive decks are probably 3 or more colors, so
Right.
you don't care.
No. And hopefully they don't care about the lowly mono white list. And that, frankly, is usually the case. But we'll see. I really want to play that. The what's its name again? The other mono white leader you just mentioned, the 4 CMC one. Pearlier. It's 4 CMC, right? 4 for 3/4?
3. White generic. And it's a 3/4 lifelink.
I knew it was 3/4. I thought it was 3 generic and a white. I almost wish it was 3 generic and a white. Double white and a generic? That's not bad. I mean,
it's just a pay your pips commander. If you find Nykthos, you're really happy because they can refund all your pips.
That's true. I'm excited for that.
But next we have a White of the Reliquary. It's a black and a green for a 2/2 zombie knight with vigilance that has +1/+1 for each creature in your graveyard, and you can tap this, sacrifice another creature, and search any land from your deck into play tapped. Fun card, good card. If you care about lands, it's pretty playable. It's a Fiend Artisan, but for lands instead of creatures. And then final major card that got spoiled from at least this list that I have is a Planar Nexus, which is every non-basic land type taps for a generic, and you can pay 1 and tap it to filter in any color. And the 2 reasons why this card is super relevant: 1, gates. We have been 1 gate off from doing a 2-color Maze's End deck, so now you can do 2-color Maze's End and win the game because it is a gate. The other thing, and I didn't realize this, and then I saw a short on this, and I'm like, holy crap, this might break Vintage and Legacy. Planar Nexus is a power plant, a tower, and an Urza land, meaning that if you have this in play, you already have Urzatron unlocked, and all Urzatron lands are going to tap for their set number of mana.
That's stupid.
So in Vintage and Legacy, that's going to be really, really dumb because you have Urzatron on turn 2 almost every single game, because this is one of the easier lands to find due to the fact that it's every other land type, so you're able to search it off of more random stuff. And yeah, I don't know if that's going to impact Commander much, but it's dumb.
Oh, Will, let's close this out with one more card that Mateus sent to us in Discord. He found the character.
He found the Eldrazi?
He found the Drazi. And then
yeah, I think I see it on the... Yep. There we go. Chat. Oh, there's the other thing. Oh, he put it in spoilers, right?
That makes sense.
There, I don't remember seeing this card, but yeah. So it's 3 generic for a 2/2 Eldrazi legendary creature that says, whenever this or another colorless creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. You can pay Wooburg, and creatures you control get +X/+X until the end of the turn, where X is the number of experience counters you have. Scions and spawns you control gain Indestructible and Annihilator 1 until end of the turn.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's not confirmed, but would be good. Yeah. Usually the bonus commander you get from those sets, it's usually just okay. It's like a flavor commander. That actually sounds good. I'm saying is it's going against the grain is what I'm saying.
I will say Wooburg Experience Commander. That's the main thing people are going to take away from this.
I've always loved the Eldrazi spawn because you could sacrifice them for a colorless, and if you can make use out of those tokens to destroy shit, man, that just sounds so fun. I mean, that's my takeaway, but that's so sick. How do you get the Annihilator on them again?
You just pay the Wooburg, and then all creatures you control get buffed equal to your experience counters, and then your Scions and Spawn get Annihilator 1 and Indestructible.
It doesn't generate its own Scions and Spawn, right? It just gets...
It does not.
Okay. Alright, so it's not like you can use that as a finisher or anything.
Yeah.
Not
even
realistically.
If you that last part, it's still pretty good, because if you have Changelings, this gives your Changelings the thing. Also, it's an infinite mana outlet, making all of your creatures infinities. Also, it can get experience counters and just go to Beat Town pretty easily because you can just go, okay, I'll pay it like once, give all my stuff +5/+5 mini Crater Hoof.
What was
do
the
thing.
what was the cost again?
It is 3 generic.
Not colorless.
Nope, not colorless. 3 generic.
Okay, so they're making it really easy.
Yeah, it's Cody. It's Cody mana.
But oh God, that's pretty solid. It's not confirmed. So, okay, well, hopefully it's real. But Mateus, thank you for sharing that. Thanks if you guys were watching and enjoying this. I definitely enjoyed this game. I could see myself playing a little bit more of this. I would love to find a game like what's that one? The Lost Connection with Host. Oh damn, Will just left me.
Yeah.
Like Ghost Detectives or like a narrative drama that we could stop at any moment and not be in fear of death. Like I don't know, like an Ace Attorney or something. Shit, maybe we should just stream Ace Attorney. I'm serious. I actually really like the Ace Attorney games. I would totally stream them. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I would like to start doing these like an hour a night every Thursday, pending availability. And usually Thursdays are good for myself. I think for Will as well. I don't want to speak for you, but definitely stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll be discussing, well, it's something we promised to do. When Will mentioned the fact that there was like a gate deck accessible for Tatiova now, I was kind of more interested in that. But we talked about it and we will be upgrading Teshar. So if you haven't seen my original list, Better Teshar Ancestors Apostle, I guess I'll encourage you to watch that video. It did very well on the channel at the time when it came out. People were still into nonsensical lists that were monocolored. Nowadays, we want 5 colors or nothing. But the list itself is really fun and it could pull wins. Like, again, RNG, player skill, yada yada. It all helps. But we're going to be upgrading that. So I'm going to use the older deck as a basis, but it has a lot of catching up to do. And in an ideal world, if we got enough people tuning into the stream that want to participate in some gameplay, I'll also have a link up for spell tables so we can play some games and test it out. Otherwise, I'll be going over to my friend's place to play some Sealed because he has boxes of One Piece EPO1 coming tomorrow. So as soon as we're done with the stream, Will, I'm gonna put on my motorcycle. This might be the stream where I have my motorcycle helmet on so I can go over to his place. I'm so excited. Literally a full day of work, 10 hours of work, the stream, then Sealed, and then I come home, get as much sleep as I can, and then I have Treasure Cup the next day, which I'll be participating in with Gecko Moria, likely. So just so much gaming ahead of me. Ghost Detective. I know the Ghost Detective one. It's on Switch though. Yeah, Mateus. The Ghost Detective looks really, really cool. I've never played it, but it's one of those narrative dramas where it's not a spoiler. Your character dies and then you become I think he was a detective and then you're trying to resolve your own murder, I believe, is the base storyline.
Why can't you be a ghost that graduated from detective school, Patrick?
I think it was on DS. I don't know why. Well, the DS was great. I really wish I still owned my I had the DS that had the they were really good about backwards compatibility with their first generations of devices, and I had the DS that had not the original DS, but I had the next DS that had like the Game Boy Advance slot. I still have my Game Boy Micro and my Game Boy SP, but
that was the original DS. The original DS had Game Boy slot.
Well, the gray blocky, the horribly huge one, there was that one, and then there was another one that was slimmer, like the DS Lite, I think it was called, and that also had a Game Boy Advance slot, but they wound up kicking that with future DSs, and then
which was horrible. I love playing like the Hot Wheels Game Boy games on that DS.
Dude, I was all about Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2. God, I love those games. They're so good. I played the shit out of those games, though.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's the really rounded DS. That's the original one.
The DS Lite was a good one. I could probably buy one now. I hate that... This is back when GameStop was still prevalent, but I hate that there was always an urge to get the newer, better thing. And when I was, like, when I had those older handhelds, I would always trade them into GameStop to go towards the new one and just get ripped off. But like, it didn't really matter to me because I just wanted the newer, better thing.
I'm
And switching to 3DS was like not a newer or better thing. I can't really think of any. I don't remember any 3DS games fondly, sadly. Not really. Honestly, the Steam Deck has been the best handheld experience
Kid Icarus
of my
Uprising.
life.
Kid Icarus
Kid
Uprising
Icarus
is
is
the
good.
only.
Kid
That's
Icarus
the
is
only
good.
3D game I remember fondly.
No, I agree. That was like a launch title too, right?
I
Um,
think it might not have been launched, but it was pretty early in its release.
it's crazy. Like I've been obsessed with it ever since my first Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and I mean the original like wide body one. Like next to the Game Boy Advance SP, I would say that the Steam Deck edges it out by quite a large margin, but I still think that the Game Boy Advance is one of the best handhelds ever. And I actually swear by the Game Boy Micro too. That shit's so compact. Like I love playing on the train with that. Like the screen is the size of my thumb, but it's all I need. Like I can play Wario Land 4 on here totally fine. Yeah, that I freaking love it. But my Game Boy Micro one of the buttons is fucked up now. I need to like open it up and fix it because like it doesn't get the input all the time. But my SP is still perfectly fine, and I've had that thing for years.
Also,
I sold the Fire Emblem I had on sorry. I sold the original Fire Emblem copy I had on Game Boy, and I wish I didn't because like buying a copy is expensive now.
Mateus brought up a Fire Emblem for the 3DS was good too. Yeah, it was. It was a pretty
Yeah.
good one.
What do I
Um,
have? Tactics Ogre. Tactics Ogre. By the way, if you like Final Fantasy Tactics, and I mean like the PlayStation one, you should just buy Tactics Ogre. It's one of the better turn-based, grid-based strategy games you can play. Tactics Ogre Night of Lodi on Game Boy Advance. If you could find a copy, shit's great. Game is so
I,
good.
I still vividly remember Kid Icarus Uprising. Me and my brother would play online against each other, and
Mm,
his setup was a full damage build using the Skyscraper Club because its charged attack could clip through walls. So he just find the most cramped room ever and just start charging attacking in every direction. And it's just this slow giant mass. And if you get touched by it, you immediately died.
God,
And
that's so
my
much.
I counteracted that by making this really annoying homing glove where I could just hold down the shooting button and it would always hit somebody. And I would just run around the stage trying to not get hit doing that while he was trying to swat me like a freaking fly.
The OG Fire Emblem's so expensive. I bet. I wish I had. I tried my darndest before. I tried my darndest to find a copy of Konami's Ninja 5 on Game Boy Advance. That game's expensive. I feel like they're a little bit cheaper now, but I sold my copies of Boktai. I sold them for like a couple hundred each. Like one was in the case, I still had it. But Boktai, Will, if you've never heard of this is like an idea that Kojima had that he couldn't apply to any of his previous games. But it's a Konami-based title where it's almost like Metal Gear, where there's stealth involved, but there's a solar panel on the cartridge, and you charge up your solar gun, and based on like the amount of solar energy that the cartridge is getting, your gun is more powerful. So it encourages you to go outside and play the game. You can cheese it, obviously, but it was so fucking good. I don't know. I don't know why I sold those copies. I like once I beat them, I figured I didn't need to return to them, but I kind of wish I kept them because it was Boktai 1 and 2, and they are hard to find. God, I've got
Well,
such a collection of Game Boy games, dude. You have no idea.
if you want to get back into playing those, one recommendation I can make is instead of buying the consoles again, like the handheld consoles, you can get Raspberry Pi versions of them.
Mm,
Where you just buy the cartridge holder and then you can have basically a customized console to play whatever you want to play on them.
that or just get a Steam Deck. That
Yeah,
or I guess if you really want to be, you could do. I almost bought an analog pocket. I haven't yet. I've been so tempted to buy an analog pocket. I frankly don't know that it's necessary though. Like it's such a cool gaming accessory, but if you have the original console, you don't need the analog pocket, really. Like the experience, the screen is not that much better so far as I can tell. Um, but I've been tempted. Mostly because it allows me to, because it has converters for other cartridge-based systems, some of which I don't have collections for. But as a hobbyist, I feel like I would spend way too much money. Like I would get the Analog Pocket, and then I would want to get all the Sega Game Gear games or whatever that allowed access to. I would want to get all of them and like play the actual copies. But it's okay. I don't need it. Don't need to do that. I spend too much time on just AAA games like Baldur's Gate 3 or honestly One Piece these days. But I do not need.
I'm on Gatekeeper's Infinity.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the shit out of this game. Yeah, let's do. I feel like it's not on Switch anymore. I feel like the Ace Attorney games were released in like a bundle for other systems. So let me look. It would be very fun. It would be very fun to play Ace Attorney with you guys. If you've never played the Ace Attorney games, I've played it. I've played it through a few of the missions on. I forget which. I think I have the original game on my Switch. It's super, super fun though. Basically, for some reason, your attorney is also the one sleuthing and doing all the detective work to find out like who, just to look into the criminal activity of like whomever's, in the trial. And basically you're trying to like bring them to justice in the most dramatic way possible. But Will, if you've never played it, it's
I know of it. Hold up, I gotta see.
You could buy the bundle on Switch remastered. All of my Joy-Cons are fucked up, and I would rather play it on Steam Deck. Let me see about buying the remastered bundle. I would thoroughly enjoy it. We should play Ace Attorney because we can take our time with that game and still talk through shit. I feel like games like this that are very Twitch heavy, like I'm not good.
You probably find that video I just sent you funny. It's Dubis Goobus covering basically the entirety of Ace Attorney in 1 minute. How it feels to play the game.
All right, guys. So that's it for this one. We'll see you on the next game in chat, and obviously stay tuned tomorrow for a Teshar build. If there are any legendaries that you guys want to build on the channel, let us know. Fridays, typical time. Wooburg Eldrazi Commander. It sounds like something I would want to do though. So
yeah,
we'll talk then.
And what was it? We have a bunch of different gate commanders that we can potentially build now with the one new gate that came out. So we have a Selesnya gates, Simic gates, name a color that cares about lands, and we can potentially build a Maze's End Wind with that.
Well, you just brought up you brought up that white of the reliquary. We could do Golgari gates.
Yeah. The funny thing is, Golgari gates has been a thing because Black Gate has been a gate that you can run in black. So you've been able to do it in black.
Now we're one better. We
actually hold up. Can we do?
You mean the Black Gate when it came out?
We are one. Yeah, we are one gate away from being able to build mono black gates.
How far away from building Bill Gates? Are we very far?
I don't know.
Okay, well we'll work on that next.
We need to have alternate art so that we can buy the most expensive gates, and that's Bill Gates.